Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. Let me fix that. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. I am literally, figuratively, just getting back to the crib. Today was a day, took my parents to see South Carolina blow out Queens, North Kakalaki from Charlotte. Took my parents to the game, dropped them off at home, drove back to Charlotte, did a whole circle, but I am back. I am home. Mama, I'm back home. This is when you beat a basketball team by 73 points, 72 points, like, what can you start? Well, we got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. Soft Kakalaki, South Carolina, the three-time national champions, beat up on Queens. So the best way to start this basketball celebration is with a shot. It is shot o'clock. Y'all turn up. I know it's 8 o'clock. I know the game has been over for several hours, but it don't matter. We are turning up, and in honor of a few things that's going on today, we doing the Welcome to Las Vegas shot glass, because Vegas is coming up sooner than you think. So cheers to South Carolina going, 6-0, defeating Queens University. Cheers, baby. So tonight is some Tito's. We're doing some Tito's tonight. And so whatever your drink of choice, it'd be some Pepsi Cola, because we're from the South. It could be some ginger ale. It could be some orange juice, whatever it may be. Cheers. Woo! Oh, yeah. Let's talk some basketball. Let me put my phone on silent, because cats want to text me while I'm on the air. Where do we start with this basketball game? South Carolina looked really good tonight. Looked terrific, actually. This was a practice. This was an extended practice. This was a 40-minute practice session by South Carolina women's basketball team, and there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. There's nothing wrong, because unlike some basketball teams that have extended practice sessions, like we had with Queens tonight, like we had with Winthrop previously, we do have on the schedule some non-conference games that's coming up during your Thanksgiving holidays. Y'all might have heard of Duke University. Now, Duke University is not doing amazing, but they still a good basketball team. Y'all might have heard of UCLA. You might have heard of Texas. We're going to be playing one of those two teams on Thursday night. While you wake up from your nap on Thanksgiving Day, South Carolina will be handling our business on Thursday, okay? But let's get past what went down tonight. There's so many accolades. There's so many different situations that I can go to and talk about, but before it goes too far, I have to celebrate this young player. I have to. And this is a young player who I interviewed early in my broadcast career. Okay. Young player who had injuries during her junior season in high school, her senior season in high school, and came in, who was injured, graduated early, showed up in South Carolina, graduated early when was injured, rehabbing. I'm talking about Adele Tac. That's what I'm talking about. So shout out to Adele Tac on getting her first double tonight. That was amazing. I am so happy for Adele and what she did tonight. I am overjoyed with Adele. I'm just got to keep it real. I don't care if you playing LSU schedule. It don't matter to me. When you get 11 points, 10 rebounds, a block shot, 3 for 3 from the field, 5 for 8 from the free throw line, it is shot o'clock, and it is wonderful. And congratulations to Adele Tac with her first double-double in 19 minutes of play. That is determination. That is sticking to it. That is amazing for her and her family. I just got to keep it real. I have an affection for Adele. Anybody who I do an interview with, I got affection for him. And when the game was over and I high-fived Adele and I told her, girl, I'm so proud of you. That is real deal. Shout out to her and doing a great job. I've been thinking about drinking coffee all day long. Is that what old people do? It's legitimate. It's 8:11 p.m. and I'm drinking coffee. I was just thinking about the taste all day long. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. My coffee drinkers out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you just want to taste the coffee. And that's what I wanted. I just wanted to taste the coffee tonight. I just do. And I got the Carolina Gamecocks, can you see in the back? Coffee cup. Shout out to, it just tastes so good. This basketball team tonight shot 66% from the field. This team scored 121 points. This team shot 40% from the three-point line, almost 80% from the free throw line, doubled up queens and rebounds. I mean, 26 assists. Woo, Lord. I'm just overjoyed. This team could have scored 140 points. Very balanced scoring. Very balanced scoring that went down tonight. And it's just great. It's just great. I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy. This basketball team played well. And when you play well, it's great. Tania Latson doing what she does, because we see a whole lot of quote unquote superstars in college basketball. We do. But what I don't see in some of these so-called stars, Tania Latson averaged 25 points per game last season. Folks were saying, what's she going to do with the Gamecocks? We're going to have a balanced schedule, balanced, shooting and blah, blah, blah. Well, tonight she had 24 points. Of these 24 points, it only took 11 field goals. I'm just keeping it real. She was 2 for 2 from the three-point line, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. That, ladies and gentlemen, is spectacular basketball offensively. 5 assists, a couple of rebounds, a block shot, 3 steals in 27 minutes of play. Come on, y'all. Tania is special. If y'all are not on the train of Tania Latson, something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. I don't know what you want more. It's watching her play live and in color. It is unbelievable. It's like, she is so smooth with it. And she is not a volume scorer. When she was at Florida State, I thought she was a volume scorer. She is not a volume scorer. Florida State just asked her to do so much. But she ain't got to do all that with us. She don't. She goes to the free throw line so much. She scores, she rebounds, she gets assists, she plays defense. Mentioned that she had 3 steals tonight. I mean, she is a terrific basketball player. Like, you see the projection of her getting, top 5 in this WNBA draft. That is real. That is straight up real. She will be a top 5 pick. If not top 3, she is that good. And is only going to get better. Only going to get better playing at South Carolina. That should not be understated. We talk about recruiting. Carolina's always great in recruiting. We knocked it out the park. Home run, Ken Griffey Jr. style with Tania Latson and Madina. Madina, you talk about 14 points, 12 rebounds, 3 block shots, 2 steals. 19 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Madina and Tanaya in the transfer portal is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We needed a player who can create their own shot. We needed a player who can get to the free throw line and knock them down. We got that at Tanaya Latson. We needed a player who can rebound the basketball, who can be an enforcer, who can block shots. We got that with Madina. I just don't. Oh, man. I'm so excited. And his coffee is so good. My wife makes some great coffee. When I was in the Big Brother house, I was suffering with coffee. Because y'all know I'm spoiled. If you didn't know I'm spoiled, I am spoiled. I'm a spoiled individual. It started with my mama and it ended up with my wife. I'm spoiled. So I don't know how to make great coffee. I don't know how to make good coffee. I make terrible coffee, actually. But my wife makes amazing coffee. And it tastes so good. Joyce Edwards. I don't know how you can have the last two basketball games. Joyce Edwards, tonight she had 25 points. If you can sneak up on somebody and say, like, you had 25 points, 25 points off 11 shots, ladies and gentlemen. Tanaya and Joyce combined 49 points, 18 for 22 from the field, 11 for 14 from the free throw line, with a total of 52 minutes. That stat is unbelievable. Joyce Edwards, 25 points, 9 for 11 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of blocks, a couple of steals, 1 turnover in 25 minutes. Joyce Edwards is amazing. She's amazing. She is an amazing basketball player. Joyce Edwards need to play wide receiver for South Carolina. I'm just keeping it real. Lenore Sellers needs another wide receiver target, and she's playing basketball right now for South Carolina women's basketball team. I'm just keeping it real. She's 6'3", and she seems to catch everything, and you're just throwing it long. You're just throwing it long. Joyce runs underneath it. She catches it, and she finishes at the basket. I just don't. Yo, Joyce is good. Edwards family, thank you, Lord, for having Joyce. And for Joyce for choosing South Carolina. I don't, this girl good, y'all. This girl is special with a capital S. She is good. G-O-O-D-T, good. That's Joyce Edwards. She is nice. She plays so effortless. It's so amazing watching her play. People gonna tell me Madison Booker's a better basketball player. No, she ain't. Hell no. She ain't better than Joyce Edwards. Texas, I hope you win on Thursday because I just like playing Texas. I do. I like playing Texas. I like playing Big Schaefer. I do. I like his demeanor when we whoop him. I do. I really do. He don't take losses very well. He don't. And the next person who tells me that Madison Booker is a better person, is a better basketball player than Joyce Edwards, I'm telling you, I'm smacking him. I'm slapping her right there in the face. I'm letting you know right now because she ain't. She is a really good basketball player, but Madison Booker is not no Joyce Edwards. The last time I seen Madison Booker play basketball against a good opponent, it was Breezy Hall shutting her down. I'm telling you right there, Texas ain't got nobody can shut Joyce down. I'm shooting my shot right now. They ain't got nobody can shut Joyce down. And if Joyce have a bad game, because everybody can have bad games. Tanaya Latson, the truth. Madina, the truth. Hollywood Raymond Johnson shot 5 for 6 and 2 for 2 from the three-point line, had 12 points and 7 assists. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a really good basketball team. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. This basketball team is special. So special. I can't wait till we play on Wednesday night. I wish we played every other night. I know it's not possible. I really wish. I'm just so hyped. I'm just hyped. So we talked about Tanaya. We talked about Joyce. We talked about Madina. We talked about Raven. We talked about Adele. I talked to briefly. I said, Tessa, I want 20 points. I saw somebody in the comment, IRLCLT. I want to see a Tessa 20-point night soon. And I said, Tessa, I want 20. And she just laughed at me. She said, I'm trying. She's so sweet. Tessa be having these quiet, because I driving back home from the game, I was like, I'm thinking about my wife having how many points did Tessa. I said she had probably 8 or 9. Tessa had 13 points. I'm like, where did that come from? Where did the 13 points from Tessa Johnson come from? Well, you had 5 for 8 from the field. We had 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. Had 5 assists, 1 rebound. Tessa in 21 minutes. Tessa be having these low-key, one of these low-key games that just look, I mean, it's like, if Tessa Johnson, because we all want Tessa to shoot more. We do. But she's such a player who plays in the flow of the offense. And she gets her points. She still finished with 13 points. I mean, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 7 players with 9 points or more out of 10. I mean, that's terrific basketball. You know, and Tessa had a great game when you finish with 13 points, 5 assists, and shoot over 50% from the field and 60% from the 3-point line. That is a terrific basketball game in 21 minutes. That's great. I mean, it just literally looks like every time she shoots the basketball, it's going in. That's just the facts of the matter. Just terrific basketball. And big time, I mean, you know, tea time with Tessa, I call it big, what I'm going to call it? I'm going to call it big time Tessa. I don't know. I ain't gonna call it no more tournament Tessa. I ain't saying that mess no more. All I know is Tessa is a terrific basketball player. And shout out to her and just the improvement over the course of the offseason. Maddie, Mighty Mouse herself, is back. Mighty Mouse played 12 minutes tonight. And this is the thing. This is the thing. So it was announced. Okay. If you watch my live show, the last time I did a live show, I had announced that Maddie was coming back because, you know, of my inside source, which is a mom's. So I knew she was coming back. But I didn't, you know, I said it during the show, and the next day, you know, breaking news, Maddy McDaniel is returning to South Carolina. The suspension is over. So, you know, I let the news people have their little whatever. But here's the thing. I knew, and the people who watch me watch the show and follow your man, Captain Will. You knew that Maddie was coming back probably about 18 hours, 20 hours before anybody else knew. Okay. So y'all knew. That's another reason to subscribe to Captain Will. I know stuff. I do. And I knew about 20 hours beforehand that Maddie was coming back. I just knew. But I didn't say. You look at the stat line, 12 minutes of play. She had 2 points, 1 for 2 for the field. Had 3 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Okay. Those 3 assists could easily have been 8, 9 assists. And I say that it could have been 8, 9 assists because she delivered the correct pass. They just the young ladies just missed the shots. But she is delivering the ball on time. Maddy McDaniel, as our backup point guard, is so understated. We needed Maddie before we play a Duke basketball team, before we play a Texas or UCLA basketball team, because the offense looks so much smoother with her in the basketball game after Raven sits down. So much smoother. So, because when Maddie's not there, ladies and gentlemen, you have Tessa running point. You have Agot running point. You have Tanaya running point. And all those young ladies are terrific basketball players, but Maddie is a point guard and can deliver the basketball at will to these players. And her on-ball defense is terrific. So we need that. We needed Maddie. And when Maddie went to the scorer's bench, whoa, the cheers erupted at the Colonial Life Arena because the fans love Mighty Mouse, love her. You know, so shout out to Maddie, shout out to the family by trusting the process, and Tamika and Jerry and everything by trusting everything and sticking with Maddie and loving up on her. Because like I said before, everybody makes mistakes. This is a life. Everybody makes mistakes, and a 19-year-old kid is going to make mistakes. I made a hell of a lot of mistakes in my life, and I'm 50 and I'm still making mistakes. So you just have to do it. You just have to do it. I know my girl Morgan. Oh, Morgan. Oh my God. Morgan, my got me tearing up. My big brother Nisi is on here, and y'all, and Morgan's my girl. Morgan's my girl. So y'all, if y'all a Big Brother fan, if you ain't a Big Brother fan, y'all need to check the show out. Y'all need to love up on Morgan. She is a terrific person. Her family's amazing. I love me some Morgan. And after the show was over, Morgan and her family had dinner with my wife, my chocolate drop, and had a good old time, and we laughed and laughed. And she has this amazing social media presence with Twitch. She's a gamer. Love up on Morgan. Just Google Morgan. She's awesome. Morgan, thank you. Thank you so much for checking me out. We are legitimately doing what we said we was going to do, Morgan. We are doing it for real. Let's talk about, who can we talk? You know what? Let's go through a few questions. We got a bunch of questions tonight. I ordered some, wifey ordered some Chinese food. I am so freaking hungry. Not gonna lie. Chuck Bailey, what's up, my guy? My dude. Let's go. C-Dub, he's on the mic. Fam, subscribe, like, smack the bell like our ladies did tonight. Swell up and become a member. It's on. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching me right now, make sure you subscribe. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so we can, you'll find out when we have all the videos and all that stuff, and we can talk basketball. Because now it's getting more sporadic with the videos because we got back-to-back games Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know when I'm gonna get on the mic because we just don't know, and the spirit might hit me. How about this right here? We had a 6'4" recruit from France tonight who's there for the weekend. Who's playing professional ball over in France? Who might be a Gamecock? You don't know. She could commit tomorrow morning, and y'all wake up and Captain Will on the mic. You never know. So that's why you need to do that. Kaisha, $, we put the we put the belt to the ass. I love my girls. We did. We really did. This was a whooping. These are the whoopings that me and my brother used to get back in the day. I'm telling you, my mom and dad. I'm just letting you know right now. That's the type whooping. I probably shouldn't say that on live TV because, in this day, well, you can't say that because it's 40 years ago. You can't say that. So, CPS. There was no CPS back in those days. You could call. These kids now are so messed up. They're so spoiled. I'm going to call CPS. I'm going to call 911. We couldn't call nobody. You just took the ass whooping. You just moved on and went to sleep. That's why I went on back in the day. But that's how Queens got whooped tonight. They really did. And Queens from my city. They from Charlotte. So they took that bus ride. They probably stopped at it can't stop at Chick-fil-A. They probably stopped at Bojangles, got something to eat, and back home now. We probably got home around the same time. They got whooped, man. But hey, they got a $25,000 check to go around with it. You lose by 70 points, it is what it is. James Williams, what's up, Captain? What are you hearing about Jersey? Is she coming to South Carolina? James Williams, my brother from another mother. Hey, man, when I found out that Jersey was going to push back her commitment time, because I thought Jersey would commit this week. I really did. I thought that well, actually, I thought she could commit last week. I thought that the stars was lining up, and I thought that, hey, we playing in LA. We're gonna whoop up on Southern Cal. Jersey's gonna be in the building. Kaylee's in the building who already committed. I was like, okay, bet. She's gonna commit to South Carolina. Done. That's what I thought. It didn't happen. And then later I find out that I don't know when she's gonna commit. Is it gonna be in the spring? You know, we had to wait for we've had to wait for some players in the past. You know what I'm saying? So how I feel, I was more confident about Jersey committing to South Carolina over the weekend. I'm not as confident now because there's a lot of white space in between now and when she might commit. I believe that Carolina is number one. I believe that Carolina is number one with this whole situation. I believe that. Now, there's a lot of, LSU is still in the game. And I hear that's between South Carolina and LSU. And then maybe UConn can jump back in it. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So, James Williams, to answer your question, is she coming to South Carolina? I think it's, if I had to put odds, and we're going to Vegas, this is Vegas week, right? So I would say 70-30 if I had to do odds of her coming to South Carolina on today, November 23rd. We just got to wait. You got to wait. Now, make no mistake about it. Don't get all doom and gloom, okay? If Jersey does not become a member of the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions, don't go crazy, okay? Adam Ritter, my brother, don't go crazy. We still good with our 2 5-star recruits, and we possibly going to get this young lady from France, and we possibly might get another player. Don't get all doom and gloom. We're going to be fine. I still believe Jersey's going to be here, but we just have to see what's up. David in South Carolina, Will, so glad to be rocking with the best. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much. Because this is what we do. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you checking me out. If all the fans who was at South Carolina today and all the pictures and all the love and stuff that y'all show me, and if y'all see me in the game for sure, come chat. Come talk to me. Come holler at your boy. For real. I love that. Talking in Mayhem. Thank you for the tip. I really do appreciate the tip. I was one of your first 100 subscribers when you were on the Pigskin Pete call-in show before Big Brother. Wow. Love you, brother. Oh, my God. You are definitely one of the day ones. Oh, my God. Talking Mayhem. Thank you for being here, man. That's awesome. So come on. Going from where we started, when I was on Pigskin Pete call-in show, I didn't know what I was doing. I had like a goblet, wine glass, drinking wine. I was still trying to figure out what the hell I was doing with this podcast thing. But thank you so much for being a day one. That means a lot. Thank you for sticking with me, man. So to go from one of my first 100 subscribers to almost 57,000 subscribers, that is amazing. And thank you so much. Brian SB8SN, good to see Maddie back. Raven hitting them threes. Brian, bro, for anybody who goes to a Gamecock game, make sure you show up early and watch the shoot around. Make sure you watch the shoot around. And it's kind of like 2 shoot arounds, really, because, well, maybe 3, because they have the shoot around before fans start getting in there, or I should say, like the fast pass fans get there. And then they have that shoot around. And then they have kind of like a play shoot around. Back in the day with the country, we just have our play cousins. So it's kind of like a play shoot around. But the real deal shoot arounds, when they actually going through the motions and stuff, and you watching the young ladies shoot their threes and shoot their mid-range shot. Raven has a pretty shot. And I've been watching Raven since high school. So Raven changed her shot. So for the ones who think that Raven can't shoot, something wrong with you. Raven can shoot the basketball now. Well, she has their shot was in some aspects broken to a certain degree. It was almost like a bullet, right? It is so pretty now. It is, I mean, the arch right now, Raven is shooting the three over 50%. Over 50% through 6 basketball games. Now, we weren't going to win the national championship. We are going to have probably 36, 37 basketball games, but we are just stacking games. It looks so pretty now. It does. And shout out to Raven for working hard. She saw what she needed to do, and she worked on it. So 5-6 from the field, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. This basketball team is not going to have players shooting 20 shots, 22 shots. That ain't going to happen for South Carolina. And you know what? It don't have to be that way. So Raven ain't going to take 20 shots. Ain't going to take 16, 17 shots like some of these other point guards out there. She's going to take 6 shots. She's going to take 8 shots. That's what she's going to do while also getting 7 assists. That's what happens with Raven Johnson. Against Winthrop University, she had 10 assists. She only had 2 points. Against Queens tonight, she had 12 points. She had 7 assists. She had 3 steals and 2 block shots. That is Raven Johnson. Get used to it. We're going to be talking about it all season long. That is what I love about growth. And you seeing what players need to work on. And they go back and work on it. You saw what we needed. You saw what we needed to do after that loss to UConn. UConn was a better basketball team. UConn was number 1 in offensive rating, number 1 in defensive rating. They had a number 1 basketball player in the country, and Paige Beckers, who also was the number 1 WNBA. They had Sarah Strong, who was an amazing basketball player. AZ Fudd, and they had a Caitlin Chen. They had so many different basketball players on that basketball team, but they won handily. They beat up on us. They beat up on UCLA. They beat up on Texas. They beat the hell out of everybody. So it wasn't just no South Carolina thing. They beat everybody. Okay? Now we fast forward, and some of the deficiencies that we had against UConn are fixed. Okay? There ain't no way in the hell. No way in the hell if we had Tanaya Latson on that basketball team, we would have lost like that. Ain't no way. There ain't no way in hell that if we would have had Madina on that basketball team last season, that would have got beat like that. Would we have lost? I don't know. What I do know is the addition of these 2 basketball players on this basketball team. Oh my goodness. I'm just keeping it real. This basketball team is really, really good. It's really, really good. Will this team go undefeated? I don't know. We can lose on Wednesday. No, we ain't losing on Wednesday. We ain't losing against no dude. Ain't no way in the hell we're going to lose against no dude. It ain't no way. We could lose on Thursday against a great UCLA team or a great Texas team. If we win on Thursday against one of those 2 basketball teams, South Carolina is one of the best basketball teams in the country. Okay? And UConn struggled. UConn almost, I ain't going to say they almost lost. But they struggled. They had the pucker factor. Now. They had the pucker factor. It was a little close. Michigan kept that thing a little close down. There was a 1-possession game. So UConn is not unbeatable. All right? UConn ain't unbeatable going forward now. Okay? Every basketball team got some flaws. South Carolina basketball team flaws against smaller and smaller and smaller. This coffee is great. Great. Man, who ain't talked about? Ayla McDowell, 7 points, 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 4 from the 3-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal for 17 minutes. Ayla. I don't think we talk about Ayla enough because I think we talk about Agot more than Ayla, and then especially last game, I talked more about Agot. And Agot had an okay game, 4 points. 1 for 5 in the field, 0 for 4 from 3-point line. 3 rebounds and assists, a block shot, steal. Ayla, at 6'1", 6'2", whatever you want to call she is, I think she can be a really good basketball player for us. I mean, she's number 15 overall recruit for a reason, right? She's a 5-star recruit for a reason. She played for the Brazilian national team for a reason. She's a talented basketball player. When she comes in the basketball game, you get all hustle. She skies for rebounds. She can jump. Watch her jump. She can shoot the 3. Now, tonight, she was 1 for 4. And our freshman tonight was 1 for 8 overall. Now, we shot 40% from the 3, but those two young ladies did not shoot the ball well from the 3-point line. But I ain't concerned about that whatsoever. They get the rebounds, and you know, this is the thing. We shot 79.4% from the free throw line tonight. Going into this basketball game, we were 130 or so in free throw shooting. That's going to change. It was 27 for 34. So that's going to increase. We were fourth in the country in 3-point shooting. Going to pretty much stay the same. We shot 40% tonight. We are, I want to say, top five in field goal percentage. Field goal percentage, we shot 66%. When you have a player like Madina and you have a player like Joyce Edwards who will get buckets and will get easy baskets, I'm talking about layups and put-ins, field goal percentage are going to be legit. You know, Joyce don't shoot 3-pointers. You talking about 2-point field goals. That's what she excels in. 2-point field goals. She's not extending way out there. She ain't doing all that. What she's doing is shooting in her comfort zone. And in her comfort zone, I'm telling you, the next person who say that the mid-range jumper is dead, I'm slapping them. I'm talking about slapping them. I'm doing a lot of slapping. I'm just keeping it real. Because Joyce excels at that. Coming into this basketball game, Joyce Edwards, number 4 in scoring in the SEC. Coming to this basketball game, Joyce was number 2 in 2-point field goal attempts and 2-point field goals made. This is Joyce Edwards. You don't have to stay at the 3-point line and shoot 12 3-pointers to be effective in the game of basketball, especially if you're shooting 12 of them and you're missing 10 of them. That ain't good basketball. That's not. You know what's good basketball? Joyce Edwards shooting 9 for 11 from the field. Tonight, Latson shooting 9 for 11 from the field. We can shoot the 3. We shot 20 of them and hit 8 of them. That's terrific. Court Bentley. The girls look good. You're right. Court Bentley, you are absolutely right. Carlanderton III. Captain Will, look out for my number 9 Maryland Lady Terps. 7-0. Maryland playing good basketball. I used to follow, when I was stationed in the Maryland area, so I got to Walter Reed. In January 2000. And I stayed there until November 2001. Then I moved I got reassigned to Bethesda. I moved over to Bethesda, Maryland. But I was in the MDW area for, about 7 years until I went to OCS and became a lieutenant, right? What I'm saying is I know all about Maryland. I was there when they won the national championship. My daughter Jalen, went to Maryland women's basketball camp every single year that we were there. Every year. They should have gave my daughter an honorary trophy for going every time. They should have gave me like a free camp for getting the money. I know about Brenda Freeze. She could coach. She could coach her butt off. And she's been doing it for a long time. She's an exceptional coach. She's also a good recruiter. And Maryland's playing good basketball. We'll see. We'll see. David Seabrook, keep an eye on Tac. She's ready. David, thank you for chiming in, and thank you for just shouting out Adele. I love young players who don't quit. I love young people who don't quit. We have a lot of folks, when things get tough, they just want to quit. I don't want to do this no more. Or I want to transfer, okay? In this NIL era, I want to transfer for more playing time, more money, whatever the case may be. It's just like Adele going through the adversity of tearing up her leg in junior year, tearing up her leg of senior year, and showing up at South Carolina and injured, being that cheerleader, supporting her teammates. If y'all go to the games, when Adele is on the court, she communicates more than anybody on the court. She does. She is a communicator. She knows. Adele is going to be a coach. She will be a coach whenever she chooses to be a coach. She is very smart in the game of basketball. Now, her body, trust in her body, is happening faster this season than I anticipated. She because last year, every time she went on the floor, I was like, oh Lord, what we got right here. But now she's trusting herself. She's a beast. You got Adele who had 10 rebounds. You got Madina who had 12 rebounds. You're talking about 6'6" and 6'5", who legitimately plays 6'6" and 6'5". We got two bigs who are big and strong, who can rebound, who are physical, who also got moves. I love Adele. I'm not going to front. Craig Shoes say coffee is always good. You got that right. Always good. Mr. J3047, thank you for being a member. Glad these games are over and hopefully we made it through injury-free. Looking forward to other games and hope we got against UCLA. I definitely want payback. I want payback as well. And UCLA is a really good basketball team because they have obviously Lauren Betts, who's predicted to be number 1 or number 2 pick in the 2026 WNBA draft. They got Kiki Rice. They got Gianna Neepkins. They got, who was potentially coming to South Carolina and transfer portal. They got a really good basketball team. If we play UCLA, that's going to be a terrific game on Thursday. They have the battle of and Madina is must-see TV. Y'all, you better, my people's right here. You better take a nap and get ready for that. That's just a real thing. Just got to keep it real. That is going to be some. It's going to be some furniture moving in Las Vegas with those two on the court if it's at the same time. That's the way it's going to go down. And Lauren right now, Sienna Benz, her sister isn't playing yet, and she ain't played yet. Don't keep that bubble wrap on her after the South Carolina game, because what you don't want to do is show up after not playing and play against a three-time national champion. That's what you don't want to do. And Sienna Best is a high school and everything, but you don't want to start your first game and playing. You don't want to do that. My mama said, hey, baby boy. She been calling me my baby boy forever. Yes, mama. Love ya. Love you. Miracle Rider. Hi, Captain Will. What's up, Miracle Rider? What is up? Brian SB8SN. Tonight is playing smart basketball. Everyone knows. Everyone already knows she can score. She's showing she is a complete basketball player. Brian, you are absolutely right. There is that thing of because a lot of times people trying to poo-poo. Real talk, people trying to poo-poo like Latson coming to South Carolina. Because they was like, oh, we go to South Carolina, you can't score, you can't get 25 points per game. Know why? Because in South Carolina, you're not going to get all those shots. Well, this is the thing. She's getting much easier shots than she ever got at Florida State. Much easier. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Here's Captain Will's fun fact for the day. Lesson. If you have better players around you, you're going to get better shots. That ain't rocket science. That's not calculus. That's Captain Will's lesson for tonight as I wait on my Chinese food. That's just the normal. She's playing around better players. She's playing with Joyce and she's playing with Madina. She's playing with Raven, her homegirl. Literally, this is the love that I that's on this basketball team. So watching the warm-ups. So they do the warm-ups and then they go back into the locker room for, like the last 10 minutes before the game starts. Maybe say last 7 minutes of the game starts. So they're doing their little shots, you know what I'm saying? And they're having a good time. Because this is the last, shoot around, which is kind of like a play shoot around, like I mentioned before. You have Raven Johnson and Tanaya Latson holding hands, skipping back to the locker room. Skipping. like they are children. Well, they are children in my eyes, but like they are back in high school. They are having so much fun together. You can't buy that. You can't buy that with NIL. You can't buy that. That is straight up love. And that's what they have. And Tanaya Latson, over the last 3 basketball games, looks so comfortable. And it's going to take time. We just threw 6 games. It's going to take time. We got a lot of basketball. And you don't want these young ladies to peak or come out the gate, and don't get better. This team is getting better and better every single game. But again, I'm not saying that we're going to win every single game. What I am saying is we will be favored, and this is Captain Will, the betting man, okay? Right now, according to Vegas, Las Vegas odds, South Carolina is favored to win every single basketball game during the regular season. Then we'll see what happens. I'm not comparing this team to last year's team. I'm not doing that because I don't have enough data. What I do know about this basketball team is this team is getting more comfortable, and the offense is getting better and better, and the defense is getting better and better, regardless of the opponent. Okay? Like Dawn Staley always say, it's about habits. As long as you have good habits, it don't matter who the opponent is. It really doesn't. If you have a good offense, you're going to have a good offense against a scrub team or a great team. If you have a good defense, you can have a great defense against a scrub team or against a great team. That stuff travels, okay? That's what I like about this basketball team. Top 5 in terms of our starters, and I've said this before, can play with anybody. Anybody in the country. Our top 5. Legitimately, our top 5 players were Raven, Madina, Joyce, Tanaya. I mean, Tessa can ball with anyone. We'll go to battle with anyone. Top to bottom. This top 5. Are we as deep as we were last season? No, we are not. That depth is developing, though. It is developing, ladies and gentlemen. It is. If Chloe was on this basketball team, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. That's what I'm going to do. Take a sip of my coffee. I can't wait for this week. I really can't. I can't wait for this week because the potential of a national championship type vibe on Thursday. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It is so awesome. It's so awesome of the potential of what this basketball team can do. It's so great. And we're going to go through a few more questions, and we're going to close this thing out because I'm going to be showing up probably every day this week. David Brooks, Joyce's new nickname is Two Puff. Two Puffs. Two Puffs. Two Puffs. Y'all don't know what y'all do. Y'all old school just like me. Y'all remember for my old heads who listen to rap back in the day, Lady of Rage. Y'all remember her? And for the ones who don't know about Lady of Rage, Google her. That's Joyce. That is Joyce. I love that because it's all about branding. It's all about branding, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a reason why I wear the same hat all the time. It's about branding. You want to be familiar. And with Joyce doing, the Two Puffs, don't change your hairstyle. With Juju doing that whatever the thing called on the top of the head, that's her signature look. Hannah Hidalgo got that headband, around the thing. Olivia Miles, that big afro thing that she be rocking. You want to have a signature look so people remember and they look at you and they know exactly, Joyce, you keep them 2 puffs. 2 puffs. You do that. Richard Wheatley, WYFMI. What's up, fam? Captain Wood, I saw you on TV in some pretty good seats. Thank you for seeing me on TV. I hope I didn't dig in my nose or anything like that. Hopefully, you know, on the Big Brother show, those are things I worried about. Me digging up my nose or digging up my butt. I'm just keeping it real. Because you have like the cameras on you all the times and 24 hours a day, you have the mic. Those are two things that work. And you forget that you're on television 24 hours a day. So today, you know, watch the game. And Richard, the seats were pretty good. Thank you, bro. Thank you. More Model Morgan, yes. Hey, Willis Morgan, you're killing it. Love me some basketball talk. My parents say hi. Love you too, Will. Love me some Gwen. I'm happy to be here. We're doing it. Hey, thanks, guys. It was fun to play on the show. That's my girl Morgan, Morgan's one of my nieces. I have my daughters. I have my niece, and Morgan's definitely my niece in the game of Big Brother. And as we move forward in the game of life, I will have that girl back, you know, for the rest. You know what I'm saying? Such a great person. Her parents are amazing, and just a great people. Great people. Love you, Morgan. Margaret Haywood, 54. Thank you for being a member. Hello, Cap. Joyce. Hey. Tracy Bell, 6836. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. What's the news on Jersey? I said a little bit more, and you know, Tracy, what's up? So I said a little bit about Jersey earlier in regards to where I think she's gonna go and when I think she's gonna commit. And I think that we are still leading for Jersey to come to South Carolina. I think it's between us and I think it's between LSU. I think those are the two schools that are have the biggest opportunity to get Jersey. But I'm not gonna. I would be remiss if I don't say that I am disappointed that she did not commit during the early signing period. But it is the early signing period. Okay, it is the early signing period, and we will see what happens going forward. But I say again, I believe that Jersey Robinson is I believe South Carolina is leading right now on November 23rd. Of getting the services of Jersey Robinson. That's what I believe. Lysander Green, 6852. What's going on, Cap? Thank you for being a member. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Kenneth Bracey, thank you for being a member. And Latson and Joyce are good basketball players. They are terrific. They are terrific. And you love to see the growth of players. You love to see how things look, how you want them to look, and it's just terrific of how this team is gelling together. And we got some good games, y'all. Because after we come back from Vegas, you know, we got I think North Carolina Central, and you know it's gonna be that's an easy game, but it's it is what it is. And then eventually we got Louisville, top 20 type program. Basketball, once the quote unquote cupcake games are over, and we turn around in January when we start this conference thing, and we got the best playing the best, and we will see who rises to the top. I already know South Carolina gonna rise to the top, but we got to give a little grace to Texas, and you got to give some grace to LSU, and so forth. Those are I would say Oklahoma too. Those are the top 4 basketball teams in the SEC. All 4 of those teams probably will be in the Sweet 16, potentially in the Elite 8. We'll see. But all of them is about to get whooped. That's all I'm saying. About to get whooped. With that being said, this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's